Sandbox mode, obviously, because respectfully, I just don't really give a shit about any of that other stuff. I'm going to attempt that. And I kid you not when I say I really never have properly played this game or the first game. I do not know how the building works. I do not know how building coasters works. I know how nothing works. This is gonna be to learn things beforehand. So, well, let's kind of play around with all this. Whoa. One. Whoa. Recreation is all about. What happens if I just kind of do this? Dude, what the hell? Going to take some getting used to. No, but like, I just want to have like a big circle here. Can I not do that? We'll just do something like that. But it has to be symmetrical. What is this? Yikers. Dude, I got it. I think I got it. Yes, sir! This is gonna be a disaster. Ooh, that's quite nice. If you be a disaster. Ooh, that's quite nice. If you've watched my Theme Practicum 2 videos, this video is gonna be hella fun. If you haven't, it's gonna be really frustrating to watch. What have I just done? If that was... Shit. Never mind. I'll just keep it like this. There you go. Walls. Well, look at all that. That is a lot of walls. How am I supposed to choose from all this? So like I said, this isn't going to be a direct recreation. The full thing about all this though is I feel like I'm just being nerfed right now. Like I have great ideas. I know how to build cool stuff. Just not in this. So please bear with me. Please bear with me through this dark age of me trying to function. But now it's glitching again like that. What? How am I supposed to make a wall exactly the width I want? So the next few minutes are gonna be me complaining a lot about stuff, but I just needed that out of my system, I guess. And besides, by the end of this video, you'll see it's pretty much gone, and I can appreciate this game for what it is. In which universe is this? How is this better than being able to just grab a cube, scale that disproportionately, and just have this wall in one piece? I have no idea what I'm doing. Honestly, this is probably not the best way either, but I have to get something at some point. I did not expect this shock to be quite so great. Some of the mechanics I get and kind of make sense, but then other stuff I'm like, what? Also, how am I supposed to see the color properly if there's a blue freaking filter over it? What's that all about? What is that? See, what is that? So what if I decided I actually want to have the other wall texture? Can I change that in any way? Or do I need to delete this piece and put in another? Saying I'm a noob, honestly, doesn't even really cover it. Like, let me try and copy this over that I just spent 5 years on building. Also, don't see all of this whining as criticism towards this game. It's just me not knowing how any of this works. And also it's me not knowing the boundaries and what is and isn't possible. I just instantly assume that the same things are possible that I do in Theme Practicum 2, which maybe just isn't true. Do not want to know the unholy amount of time I just spent on building this. And, I mean, is it really that nice? I guess let's go and add. So this is like the first part of the tower, and then outside of this comes like the top. Okay, let's find window and see if we can add maybe some windows to this. This bloody thing, for example. Also have this kind of stuff. That is pretty sweet. Let's see what happens if we kind of just spread that. And well, that, I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's just not worth the insane amount of time I spent on it. Guys, I just realized something. I have made that about 20 million times too big. I was not paying attention, but these people are like small. And this path is wide. So at this point of building, I genuinely lost my mind. So much so that I decided to call Timon and ask him for help. I did some off-screen building and finally things changed. So I did some off-screen building and it did turn out pretty freaking good actually when it comes to width and that sort of stuff. But considering that, I mean, we're not going to talk about how long this took. This took way too long. To add the second building over here, a much more futuristic one, or, well, I should say just modern, actually. Look at that beautiful block. And then here, that looks really nice. The amount of time all of this would have taken in Roblox is a lot longer. Definitely as well some extra little sections to it. Now, I have no idea what this is supposed to be, but I'll use it on here anyway. Now, I'm probably going to be abusing each and every single piece I see. So don't judge. I have no idea how this game works. There's also a bunch of different settings for it, of course, as well. Bunch of this on it, whatever that may be. Actually quite like the yellow. It's a default color, but it looks pretty cool. And there's a bunch of pipes. What is this? But it looks pretty dope, so let's use it. Oh my god. What? Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's put that on top. There's so many cool windows, dude. What I think could be very cool for this also do, of course, is use these on the sides instead. As if there's some kind of super big... Oh, I know that that is a big deal. So, well, let's see what happens if we just kind of pull up. Oh, see, now this I likey. I guess that is one dull treat. I'll tell you that. But that is nice. Okay, wait. The general vibes. And I mean, you already know there's gonna be an unhealthy amount of palm trees in my parks because look at this. And I like to see this with the sun coming from the front, if that makes sense. And guys, I hadn't even looked at the rock section, but oh, look at all these rocks. How is one supposed to just take all of that in? And the bushes. How does one, when... At what point do you decide to stop if you have this much stuff? Like, where does it end? You can just keep adding stuff. You can... very tiny plants as well. King Fern large. Well, that is large indeed. Very freaking nice though, look at that. Making a jungle was never so easy. And I mean, to further spice this up, I really just need to look through all of this stuff and see what we can use. For example, these lamps are pretty sweet. It also kind of needs something on top because it is not as high. Ah, yes. That's just what I needed. Doesn't seem like it. Also, how do I turn off the supports? Right, so here are supports and rails, but they're already off, so why? Yeah, so I just reinstalled this piece with no supports and it looks fine. Should do that for the rest as well, actually. Also, can it like stop raining? I suppose it cannot. Yeah, the only thing is this is not gonna be possible now. Kind of getting the hang of it, I think. The list of things I don't know is still significant. This right here is insanely satisfying. I love it. Beans all of this, of course, as well. Oh, that is really nice. And that desperately needs are some fences. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Oh, mamma mia. Oh. See, now this is the stuff that makes me really happy. If I wanted to do this exact same thing in Theme Park Tycoon 2, that would have taken 5 years. I mean, look at this. Amazing. They can still walk over that though, right? Right? I cannot get over this piece here. Seriously though, it's super annoying that you cannot turn off the rain because it's dark now and I would like it to be really nice and bright. Fence is pretty sweet. And I can, of course, try and connect these two buildings as well with pipes. Because if you watch my videos more often, you know I love myself some pipes. Also, it is still raining, and believe me when I say it's been a while. And I guess to spice all of that up, far as nature goes, that also has to be kind of the opposite on the other side. So let's do like pine trees. Let me have a look. Look, this, for example, a black spruce tree. But there's also this. Oh, they're all just so nice. How am I supposed to choose? Oh, and it whoa! That is a big boy. No, but for real, like, look, and then there's these. There is simply too much stuff. I suppose I just like to have that kind of control. Oh, that's great. This just appeared out of nowhere. So what I was trying to do was add some... Hello? There you... Yes? No? Sort of? Yes, there you go. Adding some fences. Oh, that's really nice. Well, I don't think you can. Well, at least it's looking bloody lovely. No, it's gonna rain again? It was literally just dry. Oh, again. Actually, however, what if we add a ticket booths? Booths. That keeps being a word I just cannot pronounce. Booths. Is there such a thing? There is not. What's the closest thing to it, though? I guess guest services... Like that, and then we're just gonna have to build some buildings around it somehow. Okay, so I just opened that and then closed it again. Now this woman is just walking around doing nothing. Is she leaving? I thought none of this was necessary. What do you mean? Oh my god, I just fired her and now she's miserable. Guys, isn't I supposed to do that? Are you saying that I cannot do that without having to build the whole thing again?
12 seconds later.
Oh, never mind. I am actually quite literally just an idiot. Boring and basic and plain. Oh, and what style this is supposed to be? Couldn't bloody tell you. I do not know. Just a generic old little building. It does kind of fit with that, to be fair. So yeah, let's see if I can now copy this. And I don't know why, but these somehow seems horrendous. Nope, let's not do that. So to be fair, maybe a bit further down over here. Yeah, quite fun actually. Have like, oh, that is bloody nice. What is that? Oh, okay. So to be in the potential next episode. Hold up. What if we did this to fix that ugly edge? Is it me or does that fit weirdly well? Remember how I said I was gonna build something over there? Yeah, I got sidetracked again.